answer to your colleague. I gave all the praise to Karim Benzema, which I said, I think 2 years ago, is one of the most underrated players in world football, and maybe not anymore, which he absolutely deserves because he plays since how many years as a number 9 for Real Madrid. That speaks for itself, and what he did in the last stage to overcome the last stage for them, how he carried responsibility, and what a key part he plays for them as a captain now is very impressive. You could see what can happen to the team in his absence when they played the Clásico. So this is for sure a standout player, standout personality. But it is again right now in this very moment very unfair to Luka Modric, to Toni Kroos, Casemiro, and to all the guys who carry this team so successfully over almost a decade now. And there are huge personalities which I'm generally and genuinely a fan about, but for sure not today and for sure not tomorrow.
Be in sports.
Hi, Thomas. I wonder how you assess the current Real Madrid team compared to the one you beat last season. And do you think Real Madrid in Europe, in terms of being the ultimate team, has faded in recent years?
Well, it's hard to keep their record. I mean, they won it 3 times, this competition, and the competition is unbelievable hard to win, an unbelievable tough tournament, and they did it 3 times, and they trusted almost similar squad over a very long period of time, which was absolutely impressive and outstanding. I think it's normal that cycles like this change at some point, and this is what in terms of a winning streak and winning and reaching maybe the final, and this is what happened to them. But we should be very aware that teams with this kind of experience, this kind of flair, and this kind of quality can produce special performances and special nights and special occasions. For us, it's also a pretty special occasion to play against Real Madrid in a quarterfinal. So that's why we feel also pretty excited, and we don't lose too much sleep to think about where they are in Europe. We want to prove a point tomorrow again. We want to prove it to ourselves, and that's the target. And the occasion is special, and the opponent is special, and that's why we are very excited about it.
Jacob.
No concerns. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is a bit more challenging for him than normal. Than in a moment where everything is clear, or like where you're fully committed to your club you play for at the moment, which is obvious, us and Chelsea. But maybe he cleared his future. I don't know it yet. But for me, it was very clear, even when we started, or like when I had conversations with him last season, in summer, in autumn, and through winter. The bottom line was, as long as you're my player, I expect you to be 100% committed, and I will not accept anything less, and I will not start into digging like how much is he now committed and how can he handle now, because this only leads to distraction. This is what I demand from him. That he was out on Saturday had nothing to do with him personally or the situation. It was a tactical choice to play with a back 4, and was a matter of characteristic of the players. But he is our player, and we want to have the most of him, and he needs to be focused. This is his job. He needs to be determined, and this is what we expect from him, and I think we can expect it.
Okay, last 2, Simon Johnson and then Tom Body to finish. Simon.
Obviously, winning Champions League last season was an extraordinary achievement.
Yeah.
But given everything you've been through this season, COVID, injuries, sanctions, takeovers, if you win it this season, will it actually be an even? Can
you ask me again in the hopefully very end of May? this question, because before that I will not talk about the final. Absolutely not. Not before first leg in quarterfinal.
Is it harder to do it again?
I don't know. It feels terribly hard all the time, but it's what we love. I mean, it's the competition, and there's no other way than step by step. It's challenging. It's demanding, of course, also at the moment for us. But this is at the same time what we love, and what we can deal with it, because this is what we choose, this is what we love, and that's why we can deal with it. And it's nice to deal with it, and it's nice to have these kind of experiences. Now we have 2 legs against Real Madrid. This is a top experience for sure.
Okay, last question, Tom Roddy.
Hi, Thomas. Just going back to Andreas, you said you spoke to him in the autumn. Do you think that the sort of public nature of the contract, did that have any inkling on the outcome and the fact that things might be going there?
Oh, how do you mean it? I don't understand. Okay.
So when you spoke to him in autumn,
Yeah.
and everything became quite public then about his contract situation,
Well,
I think those kind of comments led to the situation now in the room.
my comments, or like.
Yeah, and the situation of the club in general.
Well, the situation of the club was pretty sure, and I think I gave you a pretty honest statement some weeks ago, where I told you that I think that he is exactly at the moment in the exactly right place, and that he should continue his journey at our club to become the defender he can be, and the real personality, and of also in terms of playing minutes, the figure that he wants to be, and that he, in my opinion, should not forget who gave him, like where he comes from, where he has his education from, where he is home, and that, in my opinion, he needs that kind of environment to bring the very best out of him. It's just my opinion. I gave this like some weeks ago, but the talks in autumn, in summer, there are constant talks, because we are in exchange with our players, of course. I hope that my talks did not make him want to leave, but I don't think so. I mean, you cannot take these things personal. If he decides to continue his career somewhere else, it's his decision. We don't need to understand it. We don't need to agree, but we will not take it personally. That's what I wanted to say before. Like, until he's our player, and I will not stop demanding everything from him. And he needs to be fully committed. This is what we expect, and what we experienced, by the way. So you have to ask him about his decision, and what were, like, in the end, the reasons for his decision.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, I think the game on the weekend was obviously a tough one, but maybe it was a bit of the kick we needed to get us ready for some really big games coming up. So I think the guys are definitely gonna turn it around, and we're still gonna be confident, as we should, going into a game like this. And it's not gonna be easy, but hopefully, yeah, that game will give us a bit of a. We're going to want a bit of it's just to get back out there as soon as possible and try to win a big game.
Mark?
Thomas was just talking about the need to be physical and intense. I think Chelsea played more games than any other team in Europe to flying back from there. But how easy is it to sort of push that target to one side and just keep going?
That's our job as professionals. It's what we do. It's never easy. Obviously, everyone is traveling, has a lot of games, and it's just our job to take care of ourselves, take care of our bodies the best that we can, so that we can, as soon as the whistle blows, we can, really give everything out on the field while we're there. And sometimes you just have to fight through the tiredness and continue to, give it all for your team.
Mr. Pulisic, it's hard to ignore the fact that Chelsea is about to be sold. How closely do you follow the process? And the full consortium all include American sports pro owners. Is that good or bad, with more influence from the U.S. in sports-wise?
It's definitely my job to stay focused on our team and the games that are coming up, because we have some massive games, and that's definitely where I need to keep my focus. Obviously, we hear about things going on and we follow it, but right now it's all about Real Madrid tomorrow, and after that it's going to be about the next game. So that's all we can really put our focus on as players.
Matt?
I mean, when the turmoil first started at Chelsea, everyone was impressed with the fighting spirit the players showed to get the results against the backdrop of all the top problems. How wary has that been, and could that have made some sort of damage when you come to the end of the season? Because it was just backs against the wall fighting for several weeks. That must have taken a lot out of you. Can you talk about how emotional you've been the last few weeks?
I think the guys have done really well to deal with it. First of all, I mean, you could see in those, when everything was going on, the way that the guys reacted and responded and continued to get result after result. Obviously, this weekend was tough, but the guys have done a great job, and I don't think that anything's going to change going into the business end of the season. Even bigger games, and I know that this team is gonna step up and do the absolute best we can. And like I said before, just focusing on the task at hand, focusing on the next game, and that's all we can do.
Christian, last season you scored against Real Madrid in the semi-final. How much confidence should the squad take from those two performances into this game tomorrow?
We should definitely take confidence. Obviously, we got good results against them last year, and we're going to hope to do the same this year. Obviously, it's a big team. It's never going to be easy. Champions League knockout game, but knowing that we've done it last season, we've even won it all last season, we should feel confident, and that's our mindset going into it.
Gentleman over there.
Tomorrow you face the Spanish team, and I would want to know how would you describe Azpilicueta's role in your team before this game?
He's our captain. He does a lot of little things very well. The guy fights nonstop. You can see the energy he brings to the team, and he's definitely just a huge positive spark within our team. So he's very important for us. And yeah, I don't have enough good things to say about him.
Nick?
Christian, Thomas was obviously talking about the reaction to the weekend, and given when you've been on, and given that you took a call from the result of Bristol on Saturday, it sounds like you didn't overreact, and you guys didn't as a group. Is that the kind of thing that, as a coach, you can really sort of value in him? Because I suppose it would be easy with a team loses to that scoreline for a coach to be sort of ranting and raving, but it doesn't seem like that was his reaction. And is that the kind of thing that, because he understands the context, so do you, is that the kind of thing that you as group players would really value?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've all been through moments like that before. That's why he's experienced, we're experienced as a team, and it's not a time to think, oh, we lost one game, was kind of a crazy result. it's not the time to panic, to take that with us in the next game. We're just going to use it as fuel and turn around. So yeah, I think everyone at the club has handled it well, and yeah, we're going to do our best to react and yeah, bring it into these next games.
Simon?
Hi, Christian. Just interested in how you are physically, how you feel about yourself and your form. It seems to me, the club and country, that perhaps you're feeling as good as you felt since perhaps the hamstring injury at Wembley a couple of years ago.
I'm feeling strong, definitely healthy. Obviously, been a lot of travel in the last weeks, but I'm feeling good. Ready to go for tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to it to continue. Yeah, the run of form that the team has been on, and hopefully myself as well. So I'm feeling good.
Do you think you're in your best form since that run event? It's like America, like that hat-trick and that brilliant goal as well.
Yeah, I think I'm happy with my form. I don't know. I don't like to compare necessarily. Was I better then, better now at this time? I'm just trying to be the best player I can be always. So that's where my head is at, and I'm going to continue to do that.
James?
It should definitely give us confidence, not overconfidence, but of course, knowing that we were able to do it last season against some of the biggest teams in the world should definitely give us the experience and confidence going into these games that we need. So that definitely helps us a bit.
Christian, one of the most talked about people in Europe now is Erling Haaland, because he's leaving Dortmund. You were in the exact same situation when you were in the same age. Can you tell us a bit about the challenge of having to do a choice, make a choice like that, and what you would recommend him to do or think?
I don't know if I would put myself in the exact same position that he's in now, but I think he's obviously a great player who has, I'm sure, plenty of options, and just have to pick what you feel is best for yourself. That's really all you can do.
Adam?
You've been at Chelsea almost 3 years now. Tommy will have a couple of years left on your contract. How are you feeling personally at Chelsea? What's the situation with the takeover? Would you like to sit down and talk to another one?
Of course, I still have years left on my contract. I'm feeling good. I'm happy here. Obviously, we've been successful. We've done some great things as a team, while I've been here. And currently, I'm enjoying my football, and I'm just gonna finish the season out strong. And yeah, that's not something exactly I'm worried about right now, but I'm feeling good right now.
Any more questions? Yeah, Matt?
You'll see that obviously a lot of Americans being linked with the takeover of Chelsea. You've got some of the Chicago Cubs, you've got LA Dodgers, Philadelphia 76ers, Cleveland Cavaliers, Boston Celtics. Any of those take a fancy teams? Support any of them?
I mean, if we're talking about NBA teams, no, well, actually, none of the ones you just mentioned, but yeah, I probably don't know a whole lot more about them than you do, so that's it.
Gentleman at the back.
Hi, so your coach said earlier that he hasn't looked back at last year's games against Real Madrid. Because he said this is a different team. People, what differences do you find between that team you faced last year and what you've seen now?
I think there's obviously, some new players, new coach, a new system that they might play. There are maybe some similarities in the team, but yeah, I'm not too sure. We're continuing to look at the team and trying to figure out the best way that we can play and how we're going to play tomorrow, and we're going to continue to talk about it. And I think we're going to be fully prepared for what they have.
Okay, we'll end it there. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.